Hi everyone, welcome back to Oil Camp. Today we are going to be talking about DigestZen, also known as the digestive blend. So just as the name sounds, it's great for any sort of digestive upset that you have, but I'm going to teach you some other hacks and ways to use this really great oil along the way today. So DigestZen can be used all three ways that we've been talking about this week. It can be used topically, aromatically, and internally. So let's start with topically. So when you're using your DigestZen, just as we've talked, you always want to be using it with a carrier oil. And the reason we use a carrier oil is not to dilute the oil so much as to allow the oil to spread over a larger surface area. So when we spread it over a larger surface area, our body is able to absorb it better and put it to work. Because our oils are so potent, we're only using 1 to 2 drops at a time. So that really wouldn't cover much area if you were rubbing it on topically. So the carrier oil really helps to disperse that oil, reduce the evaporation into the air, and help your body to absorb it better and put it to work faster. So fractionated coconut oil, you can get that right from your doTERRA order. You can also get this great squirt top, which I highly suggest because it really makes getting the oil out a lot easier, especially if you're going to be using roller balls. So let's talk about ways to use it topically. You can either just put a couple drops of oil, carrier oil into your hands with 1 to 2 drops of the DigestZen oil and rub it over the desired area, or you can use it in this touch form that doTERRA has already with the fractionated coconut oil in a roller bottle, so it's easy to use on the go. Or if you don't mind a little DIY and making your own roller balls, you can get these empty roller balls, 6 of them for, I think it's $4.75, right in your doTERRA order. So super cost effective, and this is a way that it's really easy and easy to use on the go. So you would put 20 drops of your DigestZen oil in your empty roller bottle. Fill it, this is for an adult by the way, fill it with fractionated coconut oil and put the top on. Shake it up, good to go. Other ways to be using it topically. If you ever experience a head cold where your head is super stuffy, your ears are popping, and you've just got a lot of sinus congestion going on, this is a hack that I love. You can take the DigestZen oil, put it on your temples, roll it over the tops of your sinuses, maybe behind the ears a little bit. And I am not kidding you, within 5 to 10 minutes, you are going to start to feel that congestion just start to loosen and make its way out. You can also, we've talked about the Breathe Respiratory Oil. Apply the Breathe Respiratory Oil over the top of the DigestZen that you already put on, and it really works to just really help support your respiratory system, but also get that congestion out of your head. Word of caution, just don't do it too close to bedtime because you're really going to start to feel that drainage, and it might bother you during the night while you're sleeping if you've got a lot of drainage going on. So that's another way to use it topically. Another way that we use it a lot is for motion sickness. My son, every time we get in the car, he gets motion sickness, and we are in the car a lot and travel a lot. So we've got DigestZen, also with a couple of drops of wild orange. I keep it in the cars, all the cars, or I'm in my purse as well. He puts it on the inside of his wrist, rubs his wrists together. He puts it behind his ears, and then also might smell it out of the bottle a little bit. And it makes a huge difference on how he feels when we travel. Just by using the DigestZen. So that is a great way to use it. And then another hack for you as well with the DigestZen is it's also great for abdominal cramps. So whether those be menstrual cramps or GI type issues going on, DigestZen is a great soothing oil to help relieve those cramps quite quickly. So those are ways that you can use it topically. You can also use it internally. So just as we mentioned earlier this week, it's got the supplemental facts right on the bottle so you know that it's safe to take internally. You can put a couple of drops in a small amount of water and just drink it. Or if you don't prefer the smell or taste of black licorice, you can use an empty veggie cap that we've talked about this week. You just open those up, put a couple of drops of the DigestZen oil, and swallow it down. if you're really suffering from a lot of stomach upset, you can be using, taking the DigestZen internally every couple of hours, and even closer together if you need to really help soothe your stomach or whatever situation that you have going on. You can also take it in a gel cap form that doTERRA already has the gel caps made up for you. So those are great for traveling, having in your purse and a carry-on bag as well. So those are some of the ways that you can use DigestZen topically and internally. You can also use it aromatically to soothe an upset stomach just by smelling it, from putting a couple of drops in your hand and smelling it that way, or using it in the diffuser as well. So we typically don't use it in the diffuser. Usually if someone's experiencing a lot of stomach upset, we will just put a drop in your hand and you can just smell it that way, and that works out pretty well. So now that we've covered DigestZen, we are gonna quickly go through a first aid kit and how you can use your oils and products that you have to create a first aid kit so you have it with you on the go. So in our first aid kit, these deep blue rub samples are awesome. You can get 1 to 2 applications of the out of these, depending on how big of an area that you're covering. So these are great to have with you if you're out doing something and you're experiencing any inflammation in your body. Deep blue is a great go-to. These pack really well and are easy to take along. We've also got roller balls of peppermint with us. So for headaches, for hot flashes, for fevers or something that might come up while you're traveling, peppermint is a great go-to for that. Also for headaches as well. You can be using your Breathe oil, the respiratory support blend in a rollerball form is great to have in a first aid kit as well, along with a rollerball with the Tri-Ease that we've been talking about, or the seasonal allergy blend, the lemon, lavender, and peppermint. Super simple to put a little rollerball together and have that with you at all times. So those are great to have with you. And so is a little bit of lavender with you. So we've talked about lavender being the Swiss Army knife of oils. You can use it for sunburns, cuts, scrapes, bee stings, you name it. It has over 200 applications for lavender oil. So this is a great one to have with you as well, either in a little small bottle like this, or in a rollerball form for when you're traveling to help you relax at night or soothe any other things that you have going on. And then also in our little first aid kit, I carry some of these On Guard throat lozenges. So this is a great way to boost your immune system if you're out and about and just kind of need a little pick-me-up, or if you're flying. It's great to, right as we're getting ready to take off, I usually stick one in my mouth because you know that on an airplane you're covered with lots of germs. So it's a great way to support your immune system on the go. We've also got these little light blue Breathe respiratory drops. So those are great for respiratory support. And I pop one in my mouth if we go on a long hike or something, or we're working out. It's a great way to open up those airways and support your respiratory system on the go. And then one of the products that I probably use the most out of this little first aid kit that I have is called our DigestZen ointment, which is kind of hard to see right there. But if you've ever used first aid ointment or Neosporin, DigestZen is going to knock that out of the park for you. So it not only cleans out any cuts and scrapes that you have, but it also is nourishing them with the oils to promote healing without any of the harmful chemicals that are in things like Neosporin and first aid products. So DigestZen is awesome for cuts, scrapes. I often put it on my cuticles just to nourish my cuticles as well, but is a great ointment to have with you along with some Band-Aids. So super simple to put a first aid kit together of the oils so that you have them with you whenever you need them, now that you're learning great uses for them this week during oil camp. Today's daily challenge is to put together a first aid kit. It can be as simple as or as detailed as you want it to be and whatever your needs are. And then if you post a picture of what your first aid kit is by the end of oil camp, so when we finish up, you will get 10 extra points for the grand prize drawing. So happy oiling today. Reach out with any questions that you have or comments on how you use DigestZen or any of the oils in that first aid kit that I just showed you. And then if you're going to be making a first aid kit, let us know and post that picture. Have a good day.